Hello guys, welcome to my channel, How to Make Her Cheat on Her Boyfriend. 10 simple steps. The hard truth. Most attractive women you meet already have a boyfriend. But here's the kicker. Many of them aren't exactly happy in those relationships. They're comfortable, sure, but passion, excitement, that's a different story. And that's where you come in. If you know how to push the right buttons, you won't have to steal her, she'll choose you. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how to become the exception. Oh, and if you stick around till the end, I've got a secret bonus tip that will change everything. Welcome to Emma, your go-to channel for real, relatable advice on navigating the complexities of love and relationships. Know that most girls already have a boyfriend. Let's get one thing straight. Most beautiful women are already taken. But here's the reality, just because she has a boyfriend doesn't mean she's happy. A lot of relationships exist simply because they've been going on for too long to fail. People stay together out of habit, not necessarily out of love or excitement. It's comfortable, it's predictable, and for many women, that's exactly the problem. Here's something you need to understand. Women don't just want stability, they want emotional engagement. They want to feel seen, heard and understood on a deep level. And if their current relationship isn't giving them that, they start to wonder, could I do better? Psychologists call this the grass is greener effect when someone starts to compare what they have with what they could have. And once that thought creeps in, it's hard to ignore. She might not be actively searching for a way out, but if she meets a man who makes her feel something her boyfriend doesn't, she won't be able to shake the thought of him. That's where you come in, not as a guy who steals her, but as the guy who reminds her of what she's been missing to agree with her when she says she has a boyfriend at some point. She's going to mention it. I have a boyfriend, and this is where most guys completely ruin their chances. Some panic and immediately back off, acting like they've just stepped on a landmine. Others make the opposite mistake. They challenge it, questioning how serious the relationship is, or trying to convince her that they'd be a better option. Both approaches signal desperation, and nothing kills attraction faster than that. Instead, the right move is to respond with calm indifference. The goal isn't to argue or convince her of anything. It's to keep the conversation open and comfortable. Next time you hear those words, try saying, "Oh, that's great. He must be a lucky guy." Say it with confidence, not sarcasm. Why does this work? Because it immediately shifts the power dynamic. You're not fazed by the fact that she has a boyfriend, and that intrigues her. Women are drawn to men who aren't easily rattled. If she senses that you're cool, composed, and not chasing, she'll feel safe continuing the conversation, which is exactly what you want. 3. Share personal things about you that she might be interested in. Most guys make the mistake of keeping conversation surface level. If you want to stand out, you have to give her something real. Women don't just fool for looks or charm. They fool for stories, for experiences that make them feel connected to you. Instead of just answering her questions with short responses, take the opportunity to share something personal, something that sparks curiosity. Maybe it's the reason you started your business, a lesson you learned from traveling, or even a small, unexpected moment that changed your perspective. For example, if she asks what you do for a living, don't just say, "I work in finance." Instead, say, "I got into finance because I love the psychology of money." It's crazy how two people with the same salary can have completely different financial lives based on how they think. Now that opens the door for a deeper conversation. The goal is to make her invested and getting to know you, not because you're showing off, but because you're giving her something in to hold on to, or throw in a little flirtatious comments. If you want to create attraction, flirting isn't optional, it's essential. Women don't just want a guy who's nice to them. They want a guy who makes them feel something. That means creating tension. A little playful, teasing, a well-timed smirk, or a flirtatious comment can instantly shift the vibe from friendly to exciting. Now there's a fine line here. The key is to be playful without being try-hard. It should feel effortless, like something you'd say naturally in the moment. Let's say she's playfully giving you a hard time about something. Instead of just laughing it off, you could say, "You're trouble, aren't you? I should probably stay away from you, but the way you say it matters." Keep it light. Keep it fun. What you're doing here is sparking curiosity. You're making her wonder about you, question if you're serious, and most importantly, feel something. Flirting creates tension, and tension is what makes a woman think about you when you're not around. She'll start to crave more of it, and when a woman starts looking forward to your presence, you're already winning the game before we proceed. If you find value in this video, please take a moment to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us grow and makes you an integral part of our journey, and we deeply appreciate your contribution. Now let's return to our discussion 5. At some point, make it known to her you like her, and why most guys are either too forward or too indirect. When it comes to showing interest, one comes off as desperate, the other as weak. The trick is to be clear, but in a way that feels genuine. Here's the thing. Women are used to generic compliments like, "You're beautiful." It's nice, but it doesn't stand out. What does stand out is when you make her feel special in a way that's specific to her. For example, instead of just saying, "I like you," you might say you have this way of making people feel comfortable around you. That's rare now. She's not just hearing a compliment, she's feeling it. You've just highlighted something she didn't even realize was attractive about her. And guess what? That makes you more attractive in her eyes when you express your interest in a way that highlights something unique about her. It does two things. First, it makes her feel seen, which is powerful. Second, it positions you as someone who's actually paying attention, which is even more powerful. Women don't just want to be admired, they want to be understood. And when you can communicate that, you instantly become more desirable than the guy who's just throwing out basic compliments. Invite her out. Attraction is great, but at some point you have to move things forward, and that means asking her out. But here's the thing, this isn't about convincing her, it's about inviting her into an experience she'd enjoy. Most guys make it too formal. They say things like, "Would you like to go on a date with me?" which immediately makes her think too much. When a woman starts overthinking, she hesitates, and hesitation often leads to a no, a better approach. Keep it casual and light. Try saying you'd love this new sushi spot. I found we should check it out sometime. Totally casual. This works for two reasons. First, it gives her a reason to say yes. It's not just about you, it's about the experience. Second, the phrase "totally casual" removes any pressure making it easier for her to say yes without overthinking it. Women don't want to feel like they're being persuaded into something. They want to feel like they're choosing something exciting. And when you frame it this way, saying yes becomes effortless. Point number 7. Give her complete control on what extent she wants to go with you. Most guys try to push things forward, but the real power move, let her decide. Women don't like feeling pressured, they like feeling in control. When she feels like she has the power to take things at her own pace, she's far more likely to lean into it. The best way to communicate this is through your energy. Stay calm, stay cool, and let her lead instead of saying, "So what are we?" You can say, "Hey, no rush. I just like spending time with you." This works because it removes expectations and creates comfort. And when a woman feels comfortable with you, that's when she starts making decisions you didn't even ask for. Point number 8. Show you understand her deeply. If you want to separate from every other guy, here's the secret. Listen, not just to respond, but to understand. Most men hear a woman talk about her day and immediately try to fix things. But women don't always want solutions. They want to feel heard. Let's say she says, "I've been so stressed with work lately." The wrong response. You should probably take a break. The right response. That sounds exhausting. What's been the most frustrating part by asking that you show her, you get her? Because you're not just hearing words, you're recognizing easing feelings, and when a woman feels emotionally connected to you, that's when she starts wanting to be physically close to you. Point number 9. Listen to the flaws she points out in her relationship. Here's something most guys don't realize when a woman talks about the problems in her relationship. She's not just venting, she's opening a door. She's subconsciously testing to see if you're different. If she says, "My boyfriend never listens," don't say that sucks, you deserve better. Instead, show her why you're different by actually listening. Example, "That's frustrating. I mean, when was the last time he really made you feel appreciated?" Now, she's not just talking about her relationship. She's comparing it to how she feels with you. And when she starts making those comparisons, you're already winning. Point number 10. Show in a not-so-obvious way why you are a better option. The key here is subtlety. If you try to convince her you're the better choice, she'll resist. But if you demonstrate it naturally, she'll come to that conclusion. On her own, for example, if she complains about her boyfriend never planning dates, don't say, "I would treat you better." Instead, casually mention something like, "I love planning unique dates. It keeps things exciting." Now, you're not attacking him. You're simply making her realize what she's missing. And the more she notices that gap, the more she starts wondering what it would be like to be with you. If you've made it this far, type power in the comments to let us know you're part of our real community bonus point. The one thing that triggers her emotional addiction to you. Here's the real secret. If you can make her feel something she hasn't felt in a long time, she won't be able to ignore you. Women don't cheat because they're looking for a better man. They cheat because they want to feel alive again. And the one that triggers this emotional addiction, unpredictability, think about it. Her boyfriend probably follows a routine, same good morning texts, same weekend plans, same everything. She already knows what to expect. But when she's around you, things feel different. There's a sense of excitement, spontaneity, even a little mystery. You don't have to be extreme, just break the pattern. Maybe one day you're playful and teasing, the next you're deep and introspective. Keep her wondering what's next. The human brain craves novelty. It's why people binge-watch shows, scroll social media, and chase new experiences. If you can tap into that psychological need, she'll start craving your presence. Not because you're forcing anything, but because you become the most exciting thing in her life. And once she feels that she won't just want you, she'll need you by now. You understand exactly why women step outside their relationships. It's not because they're disloyal, but because they're unfulfilled. And now you have the tools to become the exception. If you got value from this video, hit that like button. It helps us reach more people. And if you're serious about leveling up an attraction, subscribe for daily insights like this. We've also handpicked the next video for you. It's on your screen now. Click it, and I'll see you there. And remember, we're here every single day. See you back tomorrow.